Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, we are here continuing our Ben 10 journey. This is Ben 10 Season 1, Episode 9, titled Last Laugh. Like that title, by the way. I thought it said The Last Laugh at first. It's just Last Laugh. So now we've completed 8 episodes of this crazy show. And the last episode did some crazy stuff, but the biggest thing that I took away from watching Episode 8 was Ben came to this conclusion in his head in the middle of the episode that maybe he needs to be on his own, which was quite surprising, but I understand it, because literally ever since he got the Omnitrix in episode 1, him, his cousin Gwen, and Grandpa Max have been in constant danger all the damn time. Like, I get it. So for him to come to that conclusion that maybe they need to stay away, because I mean, Grandpa Max was pretty much incapacitated in the hospital for the majority of the last episode. So I get it, because it's been constant mayhem since he got the Omnitrix. Before that, it was probably going to be just a typical boring summer in terms of like, well, I mean, typical in terms of like summer, not a lot of stuff going on, potentially with Grandpa Max, all the ideas he had, but he's a crazy character, but like, it might be boring for, you know, for Ben and Gwen. But then the Omnitrix, and everything changed. So it's been a crazy ride. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting the videos and just supporting, you know, my journey on this, because I wasn't sure to expect. As I told you guys before, I wasn't too familiar with this stuff. I'd heard about the show, didn't really know anything about it, and now I am fully invested. A number of you guys have been asking since I even started the show, upload more than once a week. Unfortunately, at this moment, I can't. I understand why you guys want to see more, because, you know, it gets through the show faster, but at the same time, my schedule with everything else I'm covering on the channel and my schedule outside of YouTube just doesn't permit me to do so. But if that changes, I will let you guys know. I can't even talk today. It's been a crazy day, and we still have a lot more to go in terms of stuff I got to do today. So anyways, I'm done rambling. Let's go. Let's get into it now, guys. It is hot in this room. That's why I'm flubbing right now. Jesus Christ. Anyways, let's get into it now, guys. Season 1, Episode 9, Last Laugh, Ben 10. Let's go. Sea monster? Oh, it's Ben. Okay. Of course. Fire. Yeah, what are you gonna do now? Wow, in his mouth. Put the guy in his mouth.
You circus freaks are okay by me.
Oh.
I'm not a circus freak. I'm a superhero.
I love the circus. That's because you belong.
Have I ever been to a circus? I don't know.
Circuses.
The hell?
Gross.
You're gonna knock 'em
Dead.
The star of our circus, Zombozo.
Zombozo! Okay.
You're gonna die laughing.
You're gonna die laughing.
It's a Zombozo guarantee. I was never very good at math, but I believe
Me neither.
I have your undivided attention. Now how about some volunteers?
You robbing a place right now?
Freaks are felons.
I mean, I'm not surprised. That's crazy. But, okay. Yes. I don't know this one's name, but I like that he uses this one. Nope. No breath. Oh. Yeah. You melted your own car, dumbass. Wait, it's magic? Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, he knows how to fight.
This isn't a mad dog.
And he didn't move. I mean, come on, Ben. Seriously. Yeah, go to sleep. Seriously, Ben, just take a nap. God. He's definitely not a... Wait, what's going on?
Where'd the circus go?
Snack for the road. We'll catch that clown.
Yeah.
He's totally out of it.
Who would be afraid of a silly old clown?
You are, clearly.
What's bothering you?
Yeah, him driving was a bad idea, but obviously Ben can't drive, so how... Jesus. There you go, hit the brakes. Okay. What the fuck? taking, yeah, whatever that machine is. What is that?
I think he steals people's happiness until there's
What?
nothing left.
That's okay. That's
Got Gwen.
why is it not working?
It's easy, do ya?
I don't know what
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tear you apart.
That all you got? Just warming up, lady.
Good. That was good.
He's just a guy with a red rubber nose.
But I think he's more than a guy at this point. Uh-oh.
What side are you on anyway?
He's got to face him on his own. Not as an alien he can turn into. Oh, that's crazy. Not a freak. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not weird at all.
To make people laugh and drain their positive energy like a sponge in a pool party.
Oh, God.
So wrong. She ran away with a circus.
Oh, wow. She looks old. Okay. Good choice, Ben. Or is that the choice you wanted or not? Oh, and it's done for. And I guess they go back to the people that it was stolen from. Yes. What the fuck? That's new.
Scaring away your fear like that.
Thanks. Oh. Hi, Gwen.
Oh, hi.
You have some new makeup?
The one, the only Zombozo the Clown! This episode. What a crazy episode. But I really liked that it was different and really, really crazy. Like, I liked the whole concept behind it about Ben being afraid of clowns. They go to the circus, and this clown is not really a clown. It's something more than that. And stealing people's happiness? What? Okay, so I like the fact that we switched it up a little bit in this episode in terms of where instead of like them like accidentally running into something, they actually go on a little bit of a not trip, but more of a let's go to this event. There's a circus in town. Let's go see this. So they go in and Ben's acting all kind of like, they're probably sold out, and because Grandpa Max like, oh, the whole town's here. But then Ben's like, they're all sold out. The tickets, no tickets probably available. And then you see the three henchmen. One has like a toenail on his head. And he's super strength or whatever. Then you have the girl who has like crazy hair. Kind of reminds me of, I think her name's Medusa in Human. I think that's from Marvel. I'm pretty sure that's the character's name. But anyways, but she has hair that has a mind of its own. It's kind of crazy. And then you have this guy who has like this really toxic breath that will just melt shit. And you see them at first before you see Zombozo the Clown. And I'm like, okay, so there's these other things, like something's going to happen, but I didn't expect all of that to happen. So Zombozo's the main attraction. And everyone's laughing, going crazy. I'm like, this is not how people traditionally are at circuses. Like, they're not just constantly laughing. Now we know why. He is using that machine, because you see the machine right as Zombozo comes out. I don't say that every single time. But anyways, so you see the machine, and then people are just constantly laughing. They're not really paying attention to anything else. They're laughing at pretty much nothing. And then, of course, we find out later that everyone's just kind of walking around the circus is gone. Magically, it's just gone. And Grandpa Max is not himself, and Gwen was taken along with a couple other people for him to feast on, because he feasts on happiness and laughter. Zombozo does. Zombozo. So that was kind of a crazy reveal there. But I like the fact that Ben just left because he's afraid of clowns. But what they did, instead of Ben just like leaving and then going back or whatever, him leaving was on purpose, because then we get to see the three other like attractions, people that I just mentioned about super strength, toenail on his head, girl with hair on her has a mind of its own basically, and the toxic breath guy they're out robbing shit, stealing stuff. So the whole point is Zombozo, they have this whole entire circus thing, the whole town's there, and then they go out and steal stuff, and then they move on. So it's a whole plan. So I like the fact that Ben went and turned, I forget something Mutt, I think is the name of the alien he turned into, but I love the fact that he did, because he was going, beating them all up and everything, and tricking them and all that kind of stuff. And then once Zombozo shows up, he cowers. Because even though he's turned to an alien, he's still instinctually Ben, so he cowers because he hates clowns. So the whole fight changes. I feel bad because Grandpa Max was driving the RV when he should not have been driving, because clearly he's out of it. He's not himself. And luckily Ben was able to figure out enough to turn the wheel as fast as he could and hit the brakes before they actually went off another cliff, and it ends horribly. They probably would have died. So thank you much, Ben. So then Ben is going and he turns into Upgrade, and he fights back and defeats the three other, henchmen, if you will, henchwoman, anyways. And that was really cool to see that, because he approached it differently. He used a different alien from the Omnitrix to fight them using Upgrade. And he was going to go in as Upgrade against Zombozo. Didn't happen that way. So I'm thinking, okay, he has to face Zombozo on his own. He has to face his fear without being an alien. And that's what I thought they were doing. And they kind of did to a certain extent, because he had to go face to face him for a little bit. And then he turned into, is it Ghost Fate face, something like that? He turned into the ghost alien and then used that to fight back against Zombozo, because Zombozo couldn't see where Ben was. And then he ripped open his chest and scared the shit out of Zombozo. Zombozo. Say that name. Anyways, apologies. And he destroys the machine in the process. That was pretty good. And luckily, the happiness, because at first I'm like, he's not taking their souls. He's not killing them, but he's taking something that looks kind of like a soul floating out of someone's body. But we see it all goes back and everything. Gwen looked old. She was laying there and she's like, oh my God. Taking someone's happiness makes them look really old. It's kind of crazy. But then again, it's you're taking away an emotion. So it's a crazy concept. It really is. But I think they handled it pretty well, in my opinion. They handled it pretty well. I wasn't sure what this whole episode was going to be about in terms of, okay, we're going to a circus, what's going to happen? And then it's this crazy clown that's definitely not just a clown. He's more than that. And he's stealing happiness and shit. And yeah, they have a whole plan going. It's I'm gonna go to bigger cities where I will reach millions of people. Basically, if he wasn't stopped, he would have probably altered the entire planet, potentially, if he's constantly going around to different cities with his circus and doing this. It would have been really bad. But I really like the concept, because it was so different, because we've had, of course, other aliens, stuff like that. Because literally last episode, we had the alien, and you guys have been mentioning his name, but they haven't said his name on the show. But the alien from the first episode who almost died in the process of getting the Omnitrix, trying to get the Omnitrix, they sent drones, and one of those drones mutated, and basically, not mutated, but basically connected itself with that girl from that biker gang that was just doing that heist to steal money from that bank truck or whatever. And then we had that going on, which is a tie-in to the original first episode. But this, it's a very different type of villain. And then we cover one of Ben's biggest fears. And for him to confront it and to hopefully get over it is a pretty good thing in terms of learning that he has to confront it. Because Grandpa Max, being out of it, he's like, I was afraid of heights when I was a kid, but I had to climb to the top of the water tower to face it. So it's you got to face your fear, Ben. Because in this instance, we may come down to some other villain or something down the road where Ben needs to face this fear again, or face another fear, or understand that, not everything's going to be easy. Literally the opening of the episode, he was that fish alien that we saw in episode 3 with the Kraken. He was that to take down those two guys that were just simple robbers or whatever. And the police guy's I don't care. You freaks are all cool with me. It's okay, so this police officer's completely fine with an alien standing next to him, not knowing it's, Ben. But still, it's he's fine with it. He's whatever. Okay. As long as he gets the bad guys, I guess it doesn't really matter. Because, when he jumped out of the water, and he needs water to breathe. So I'm that one point where he's water, I can't breathe, or something like that. It's okay, that makes sense. because of course he's an alien. He's a fish or a water based alien. He needs to stay in the water. So him jumping out makes sense. But you saw people around the robber like running away too, because like, oh my god, there's a fucking alien here. Like, I gotta get out of here. Like, what the hell is this creature, this monster? So that was, so overall, the episode was really well done in terms of a crazy concept, crazy villain of this episode, and Ben facing his fears. I mean, we covered some ground there. We didn't touch on anything in the last episode in terms of him, potentially wanting to leave. I'm guessing he's understanding at the point that, him and his cousin Gwen and Grandpa Max need to all stick together, and they're all helping each other at the end of the day. They're all trying to reach the same goal and to stop all these bad guys and to, basically keep places they're going to safe, keep people safe. That's the whole point, being a hero. So I feel like he probably won't bring it up again. He might at some point. Something might crazy happen. I'm not really sure, but yeah, so overall, really a good episode. Really enjoyed the concept of it. And Zombozo the Clown. It's crazy stuff. So anyways, guys, what you think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts, guys. Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.